There's some crooked turkey hunters out there wanting to sell these vests.
I guarantee you there are. How many do you see?
The whole front page. Limited edition number 1646 is on eBay right now, $4,000.
I know a lot of y'all don't know who Mr. Fox is with Mossy Oak, but that is Toxie Hayes' father, and he was a big part of a lot of their, of course, of their lives, but in the hunting industry itself, just
especially turkey hunting.
Turkey hunting, yes,
loves it.
So Mossy Oak had this deal this weekend. They had one last weekend in Nashville.
No, the big NWTF or whatever in Nashville was last month. It was several weeks ago.
So they designed a vest to honor him. They produced 1,944 vests exactly that are numbered vests. You know why
1944?
That was the first year he killed a turkey.
Right. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, no kidding. But anyways,
my daddy wasn't even born then.
I know, mine either.
We didn't have any turkeys around where that part of the country where we were from.
No, North Mississippi didn't.
No, we didn't have any up here. But anyways, Mr. Fox was, he's like 90-something years old. So Toxie and his group and all them, they went in and created a vest and to honor him. And they numbered these vests. So Mossy Oak had this big event over the weekend where you could show up down there and you could acquire one of these vests, and what was it, a box of Apex?
Apex ammunition that are numbered to match the vest.
Yes. You had to buy the vest first.
That was a hand-loaded ammo.
Buy the vest first, and then you can, contact them and get the numbered box to match your vest. So a lot of collectors and things are, were after these turkey vests because these are, one-time run. They're not going to do them again.
The retail on that vest is like $450.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy Jody, he's got 3 of them.
Really?
And
dang.
He got one. His wife got one. Of course, his wife's a big turkey hunter too, and they got one for their oldest son.
Yeah. So you had to go register and get a number, stand in line?
You had to go down there. I think you had to register, get in line. I heard rumors that there were people camping,
Days. Yeah. No, there was. There was.
Vest and stuff. And
I was seeing people make TikTok videos of being there, being in line. They had their buddy heaters out. They had chairs, sleeping bags.
That sounds crazy. That would be a blast. To me, it would. Because, you're doing it for...
I don't know about this weekend.
No.
I ain't standing in line for nothing for no 2 or 3 days.
But I'm saying, to be a part of it and to see it, and, how many people come forward, to support this. It's a pretty big calling,
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Definitely.
But they made a few more vests that are unnumbered vests because they felt bad because collectors were grabbing them, and it was a really great design vest.
How many people do you think are buying them just to resell them because they think it's going to be worth something? I bet you a lot.
At least half. I think at least.
See, I don't know. I don't see that in the hunting community. You got to have a few people that probably will, but the majority of these people that are really striving to get it are like number one fans. Check
eBay. Let's see.
Pull it up.
Let's see how many are on there. I get it. I get having one and all that, but what's the average turkey vest cost you? About $120? A good one,
spend as much as you want.
Yeah, you can go up. I was looking at them the other day, because I've got one that's 30 years old. I was wanting to get another one. Seats wore out on it.
Yeah,
I was wanting to hang it up. And
what price point are you looking at? $200 for a turkey vest?
Never mind. There's some crooked turkey hunters out there wanting to sell these vests.
I guarantee you there are. How many do you see?
The whole front page. Limited edition number 1646 is on eBay right now.
Number what?
1646. $4,000.
Dang. So they auctioned number 5 off at the National Wild Turkey Federation conference there in Nashville, and I want to say it went for $30,000. Does that sound right?
35.
I heard 30 grand.
Was it? Yeah, it was crazy. Which that's for a good cause,
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's a piece of history.
Have one.
Oh yeah,
I'd love
to have one.
That's what we were. Me and Darren.
I'm not giving $5,000 for one, but
Darren got one. So
did he get a numbered one?
Didn't ask if he got a number. I don't think his is numbered.
Yeah.
But Darren got one, and he was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I said, I know what I would do with it. Just me. I'd go out in it one time, kill a bird in it, and put it up. and hang it up somewhere.
See,
yeah,
that's what I would have to do. I'm like, you
piece.
kill a bird, either get that bird mounted or do some kind of fan display and put the vest with it, with the shot shell, everything. You know,
that would be cool.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll continue to wear it all the time. You know, especially if it was a numbered one. I definitely wouldn't wear the numbered one. You know, just wear it to be wearing it, but put it up in my, you know, put it up somewhere and as a collector piece, and you know, because they're not gonna make them no more.
No, I mean that's it.
But that's not the first like vest they've done, is it?
No, they did a Bob Dixon.
Yeah, Bob Dixon was the other one.
He was one of the.
I don't know who Bob Dixon is.
He was one of the guys that was kind of the. Toxic Hayes was the, you know, he's the founder, CEO, owner, or whatever, but he had a group of people with him as they
started Mossy
Oak, and Bob Dixon was one of those people.
Okay.
Kind of went in and on the front end with him, and
so
he died of cancer years ago, and
it's similar to the same kind of thing. Like they made 1,986 of those, and again, they're on eBay for $2,800.
Yeah, 1986. That was the year they created Mossy Oak.
Yeah, that's when Mossy Oak started.
Yeah,
but that's pretty cool. That's who would have thought turkey vest?
Yeah, turkey vest run. I mean, you can pick up turkey vest at Walmart or Academy or something like that. Yeah, you can buy those. I mean, they're all different. You just got to find one that fits you.
I got to find mine. I have no idea where mine's even at.
They make all different kinds. I mean, they like the Mr. Fox vest. It's like a shoulder, like just a shoulder strap that comes around. It's got the flaps on the side, you know, and the big seat in the back.
That's what mine. I have Old Tom, and that's what it's like.
And see, mine is like a full jacket.
Yeah, that's how Daddy's
mine goes over your shoulders, kind of like a rabbit hunting vest or something. It feels out. The only thing that sticks out is my arms, and then it comes down all the way down. I got pockets from the top of my chest all the way down to my waist, and mine's got a lot of pockets on it. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. You put crap in it, forget it, and old sweet cake or a Swiss roll from last turkey season, you're digging around in there and find it.
That's what we need to talk about, or we need to get get the community involved, or Buck Junkies or whatever. It's like, what's in your turkey vest?
Yeah.
Because I got to talking to Jody.
Oh, I'm fixing to tell you what's in mine here in just a little bit.
I was like, man, what in the world? Like, why are you toting all this? I'm talking about like
stuff to carry.
Yeah, like everything, hand saws, like you name it. I'm like, He's like, well, you never know. You got to cut a limb, make your little blind up real quick. And I was like, hey, man, I got like a call, like 1 or 2 calls, and
box call, slate call,
a couple little Debbies, and we're ready to go.
Some shells. How many shells do you take turkey hunting?
5 a box.
I usually just put 2 or 3 in my pocket.
I've been deer hunt with you with no shells before, though. Yeah. I've seen you run out in the stand.
I didn't bring enough.
Yeah.
The only reason I carry that many, I don't like carrying a bunch of them because they get heavy. But
and that's why I was asking.
But I never know when I'm gonna call up a coyote or something. I got to bust him and and put another shell in the gun and get ready to go back to turkey hunting. But so what kind of vest do you got?
It's Old Tom.
Old Tom. And
it's a big man, Old Tom. Got it from bigcamo.com.
See, I don't know why they didn't put them big old thick seats on the ones when I first started turkey. It was a little thin pad, like a 1 inch, 1.5 pad. Boy, and you sit on that thing now compared to those ones like you got.
Yeah. Mine's got a nice pad. It's magnetic, so it's quiet. It's got plenty of pockets for everything. It works for me. But it doesn't. It's not a full vest. It's got it's kind of like straps with the pockets down low at the waist height, and 2 closures on it.
One of the other big things that you want to try, I seen Darren had a shirt on like his, but some turkey vest had that pad like right between the shoulder blades or on the shoulder blades that a lot of people don't think about. It's not in mine.
I wish it was in mine.
And when you lean against that tree, you've got some kind of cushion and support there to be able to sit there longer, because you never know. I mean, you might sit on a bird for a while. He'll stand out there in front of you and hang up, and you can't get up. You don't want to get up, so you're there. You want to be comfortable. But like mine, it's a National Wild Turkey Federation vest that I bought. What was that place up there on Goodman Road?
Oak Tree
Outdoors.
Oak Tree Outdoors. That's where I bought that thing at. Man, that was freaking 30 years ago.
Has to be. They ain't been open in 20 years.
But I went in there and bought that vest there, and I mean, I've seen all different kinds. Dude, you just gotta find one that fits you, that you like and you're comfortable with. Like Mark said, some of us carry a lot of stuff with us when we go turkey hunting. If you don't turkey hunt a bunch, you don't have to buy a $200 vest with all them pockets. If you're just going every now and then, and you got a handful of calls that you put in there, you can get one of those cheaper, smaller ones.
So what's in your what's your loadout for turkey vest?
Number one, I got my locators in there. I usually carry at least 2 locators. I got a crow call and I have an owl hooter in there. Those stay in my top. I have 2 top pockets up on my chest. That's where those stay. I got another pocket that's off to the left of my chest that I keep a compass in, because you used to want to hunt government woods and like ask you and things like that. You know, you get turned around in there, you better have a compass with you.
Did you catch yourself using it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you get off turkey hunting and start running and going and chasing something and looking up, and you know what I mean? You kind of lose, especially if you're hunting on a national forest or something that's 30, 40,000 acres.
You got cell
get way off.
You ain't going to your phone.
You're not going to your phone.
Yeah.
And you get off down in there and get lost. You got to find your way back out. So, and getting direction on, midday, sun straight overhead, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell which way is north or south.
You turn around on the bird.
Turn around. But I usually have that. That's in my pocket. And then as you go down, I've got, I usually carry at least 2 slate calls, 2 strikers. I've got 1 box call. I've got at least 4 mile calls in my pocket.
So why do you take two slates, 2 strikers?
Well, I said slate calls. One of them is a true slate, and then one is a glass call.
Glass.
Just for different tones?
Different tones. I've had birds answer a slate call and not answer the glass call. I've had them answer the glass call and not answer the slate call, just vice versa. And the strikers are a little different on each one. They're pretty much made for that call, so you need to make sure you carry the striker that came with the call. And then I usually carry one. I only carry 1 box call. I used to carry 2, but I put it in that pocket and it beat around and I had room for 1, so I carry 1 box call. And then on the inside of there, I've got the mouth calls in there. And then like Mark said, Jody, you carry some kind of a little pruner or hand snips or
like a Leatherman or something?
Some kind of a little hand saw or something to, because you get in there and you're in the perfect spot and you find the tree you want to get in, you sit down and there's a freaking sweet gum right in your face. You need to bob off a limb or 2. You want to be quiet about it. So, face mask, shells, water, snacks,
gloves.
Yeah,
all that's going in
your turkey vest. You need to put it where you can find it.
Yeah. So is that the only bag you're taking? You don't have a backpack or any kind of other shoulder bag or anything?
I picked that vest up. That's why I always make sure I put everything back where I got it from. When I get through hunting, I make sure I put it back in there. Make sure I, got everything I need. That way, the next morning when I get up, I put it on. I know I'm good to go. And each pocket, they have different kind of pockets for certain things. You have like slate pockets. You have box call pockets. You have a place to put mouth calls. And it's just not rambling around in the vest.
Yeah.
There's designed pockets for those things. So,
do you take a rangefinder or binoculars or anything ever?
Binoculars are so heavy. I don't take them a lot of times. If I do, it's a small pair, but not normally, no. There's been times I needed to take a freaking pair of binoculars because I sat out there and called to buzzards in the field for an hour, thinking they were a turkey down the field.
It's like, man, we own them. They out there. Did you really?
Yes, I swear I did.
Never seen
that. Was when I first started out. We were hunting big fields, and man, we peeped out on this field, and there's 3 or 4 black birds in the wide open fields. Oh, there's turkeys right there. We eased around on them and set up where we couldn't hardly see them. And
y'all went belly crawling on buzzards.
Belly crawling on the freaking buzzards.
How'd you realize? How long did it take you to realize they were buzzards?
When they flew off.
Flew off and made a circle.
Pecking on the armadillo.
You ever seen them do that? Yeah. No armadillo.
Yeah, I ain't never seen a turkey eat an armadillo.
Turkey buzzards, man. That's what they call them.
It happens.
I've drove by and said, man, look at all them turkeys, and there'd be some buzzards sitting there full